natin sila, but Bren will go for the Guinevere.
Yeah. So like we expected dito, yung Leomord definitely gonna be snatched by Bren. Hindi nila pwedeng bigyan. This also means that SGD Omega will have access to Thamos. I think this is good kasi parang ano rin siya, deny pick against Bren as well as a good pick for their side. Good combination din naman yung Cho as well as the Thamos just because of the fact na pwede siyang i-hold yung Thamos.
Can you share more about Guinevere kung ano ang pwedeng gawing strategy ng SGD?
It's all about initiation, for sure. Kasi the thing with Gwen is meron siyang mga instant knockups kapag in the right conditions. Magamit niya yung ultimate niya para mapag-knockup. And actually, surprised to see that Minotaur was banned out by Bren themselves. But I think that in combination with the Gwen, kahanap pa sila na isa pang stun to actually start the fight. Lockdown. Para pag nahuli nila yung Lunox dito yung Thamos, hindi sila makapag-ulti and they can chain yung kanilang crowd control dahil sa Gwen. Tapos damage of course from the Leomord. So ito yung chain of events.
Magandang combination.
Yeah, that should happen, should come out from Bren this time para syempre makontrol nila dito yung members na SG.
Pero why do you think they banned out the Minotaur when they can get it?
I guess kasi first pick yung red dito.
Pwedeng ma-deny sa
Pwede agad
nila.
ma-deny. And nakakatakot yun if they will face up against it. So now, SGD gonna think about whether or not they're gonna get Akai. They actually picked out the Beleric. Okay, interesting. Dito, na choice para sa SGD. Might, I guess, kukusa nila ng tax
meron na silang burst and damage as well. So, magsa-safe play pa sila. They will go for a defensive hero, which is the Beleric. So, let's see kung anong pipili ng Bren dito. Kagura.
Yeah, Kag is great lap. Not the best, pero maganda naman. At least. Laban sa Beleric, of course, the Thamos, and like we did say, Kufa can be picked up by Bren. Available ngayon sa meta. Very strong, very long initiation from the Kufra dahil sa kanyang talon. Now, okay, SGD Omega, I really like how they draft. Ito lang kung hindi natin isipin yung lineup ng kalaban, I think SGD drafted this well in terms of the order of picks. Nilast pick nila dito yung kanilang carry na hindi na mako-contest ngayon. Mahirap i-contest kasi yung Beleric already was picked up by their team themselves. Question is, can the carry actually go up against something like the Gwen and the Kufra combination coming out from Bren? Kasi yung Gwen tsaka Kufra, from very long distance, kaya tumalon. So, pwede siyang from a very long initiation from the Kufra, tapos very long initiation din mula dun sa ating Guinevere, ating Gwen. Nakakatakot to for the carry of SGD. So, I think, madam, kung ang napaka-importante na role dito ay yung Beleric tsaka yung Cho, kung paano nila poprotektahan yung carry during stage game.
So, basically speaking, no, sila yung kayang-kayang tumapat dun sa carry lineup ng SGD Omega.
Yes. So, correct.
Pero, sabi nga natin kaya, still depends on the rotation sa early game. But, eto na, let's get into the draft. Bren Esports on the blue side, Ribo para sa Grak Coco for the Leomord UG as the Kagura, Haze on the Cupra, and Pain for the Guinevere.
Sa kabila naman, you have SGD na uunahan yata sila dito. Carl TZ. Wow. So, yung bago kumanda dito, Carl TZ. Anyway, ito to sa atin, dito sa right side, sa red side, si Lex. Ang ating Beleric, you have Heat on the Cho, Dale Dalus. Ang ating carry ngayon, si Carl TZ, ang ating Lunox, at si Derek, or Levi, ang ating Thamos.
Tingnan natin dito. Pero kung makita nyo dito sa map, no, very aggressive ang ginagawa ng Bren Esports, taking out the jungle ng SGD Omega. Tsaka talagang nagmi-minion block sila.
Tamang rotations dito mula sa Bren Esports. Very early maneuver, of course. Disallowing any contention dun sa crab dito sa main top lane. Pero SGD Omega will try to return the favor naman dito as they immediately take down itong ating crab. Especially giving it to Carl TZ, ang ating Lunox.
Maganda yung early start for both of the teams dito. Talagang hindi pa sila naghahanap ng gulo for now. So they will go for a safer place. Pero Lunox on the mid lane, mukhang may ikutan ata siya dito. She has to be very careful. Eto na, mukhang magkakagirihan sila dito sa mid lane. But Bren will still go back.
I think that there's not much commitment para sa Prestings, particularly SGD Omega. It looks like Heath, ating show, medyo pumaporma dito. Wanna look for an initiation. Unfortunately, will not get it. I think that they're just looking at the area. Kasi I think for SGD Omega, hindi sila talaga mag-commit pa on full-blown team fights. Ito, grabe.
Oh no, that
Pakita mo naman.
initiation, napakaganda mga kaibigan. Pero, ako,
I think Joe will just have his teammate. Buti na lang.
nasa game kahit
easy.
pa paano. Nice response from SGD Omega. Pero they will spot out Debilito running out for his life. Ito na ang dalawa. Mukhang magkakaroon sila ng clash dito sa may turtle.
Bouncing ball activated by the Kufra pero hindi makonekta dito. Gwen catches the cag. Actually, that's the choke. Catching the
Wala
cag.
bang
Pero
namamatay,
oh,
Kuya
na,
Gwen ba?
si Gwen dito nakaulit sa may padang likuran. Lunox gonna go down. It's
Yep.
1-for-1 trade-off.
1-for-1 trade.
Levy trying to fight. Very, very tacky.
Actually, medyo konti yung damage na nagagaling sa both of the teams natin. No?
Yeah.
Since early pa lang naman. At hindi nila itutuloy yung turtle.
I think that for both teams, sobrang importante ng mga heroes na namatay sa kanila. That's why, especially for SGD Omega, they need the Lunox fight under the turtle. So, mukhang hindi pa mag-commit ang SGD Omega. But Bren Esports already running towards the turtle this time.
Of course. Tingnan natin if SGD Omega will go for the contest on this one. Levy on the back lines. Tingnan natin kung pwesto na dito ang SGD Omega. Oh my goodness.
Tagal nilang
Ang
punin.
tagal nga eh. So, this gives SGD Omega the more time
But Lex,
para kumontes dito. Lex.
Nakapag-ulti-buti na lang pero patay pa rin siya
Patay
dito.
pa rin.
They might be even wiped out dito as two members
Make
go
it
down.
Make it
3-4-3 pa rin pero wala na. This is a 4-4-4 actually.
Ang daming casualty na nangyari dito pero Kari, tamang trabaho lang.
Okay.
Well, ito naman din kasi yung kailangan niya yung space on the early game.
So I guess that Carl TZ, the fact na hindi siya agad na-jump, hindi siya yung unang namatay, perfect for SGD Omega. At least to salvage that fight. I thought for sure that Bren will win it, pero if you think about it, after nung mga initiations ng Bren Esports, naubusan din sila ng firepower eventually. So yun lang din yung nawawala sa kanila. But for SGD Omega, kapag na-jump sila ng Bren Esports and if they hold, they can actually win the succeeding fight. Para naman sa Bren Esports, they have to win immediately. Kasi otherwise, they could be easily, the fight could be turned around easily by SGD Omega.
Lalo na pag 5v5 clash, no? Talagang makikita mo yung advantage ng draft nila eh.
Yeah. Maganda kasi talaga maganda naman yung jump ng Bren Esports. Yung initiation nila laban sa SGD Omega, really good. May Gwen, meron silang Gwen, meron silang Kufra. But if they don't win that fight immediately, ang dali nilang ma-counter dito ng SGD.
Pero ito nga, speaking of Kufra, mukhang napapaligiran siya dito pero nagtatago pala siya. Pero tingnan natin, they might go for the push dito. Coco on the sidelines, tingnan natin if Bren Esports will react on this one.
Nice jump.
Napakagandang jump initiation from Bren Esports pero no follow-up. Masyadong tanky ang parehong team natin.
Yeah, that was really well played mula sa Bren Esports sana. But I think yung fact na inuna nila is Lunox gave them the disadvantage. Kasi the thing is, they jumped on the Lunox na nag-ulti lang agad. Of course, syempre pag ulti ka, you have this invulnerability, quote-unquote, mula dun sa ultimate ng Lunox. But I think that the right idea naman coming out from Bren to actually jump on a
Pero
core
kasi
hero.
kailangan din nila ng mabilis na follow-up or else talagang mapupunta sa wala.
Yeah, they have to initiate properly. I have nothing against the decision mula sa Bren. Tama lang na yun yung talunan nila. Tama lang na punta nila yung Lunox agad. Tama lang na yun yung gusto nilang eliminate. However, they have to
Medyo
layer their
nakulangan
stats.
lang ng oras.
Kasi pag natalunan mo na siya, using your Kufra, the Gwen should be there to follow. Kasi for sure, nakahanda lagi yung ultimate na brilliance ni Lunox para pag natalunan siya, invulnerable tapos back siya while also dealing the damage. And then syempre, sobrang easy na turnarounds kasi meron ng Cho na pwede tumulong sa nila. One thing that I really have to look now laban sa SGD Omega is yung carry.
Carry nga,
Na
medyo
uncontested.
nabibigyan siya ng space. Yun nga, uncontested nga. So, ito yung maganda na nangyayari for SGD. Well, they don't have the early game.
Yeah.
No, yung rotation na ginagawa ng Bren Esports. Pero yung ginagawa nilang space for the carry, kasi late game, Insurance Hero, they will secure it.
Yeah, this is really reminiscent of the previous playstyles for SGD Omega back when they were playing as a Finesse Solid in the previous season. Na malaki yung priority nila into pushing the game to the actual late game and then outplay their opponents. SGD Omega is not known as those early
Early game.
teams na tumatapos ng laban before the 15-minute mark. They're actually known to be that resilient kind of team na marunong mag-transition into the late game, and we're seeing it right now on how they are securing the late game for the carry. Which
Yes,
is really good.
and the thing with Bren Esports, no, kaya nilang mag-early game, kaya nilang ma-secure yung early and mid game. Pero kung hindi nila nakokontest si carry, parang wala din.
Yeah. I think they also have to shift their focus on the carry this time kasi doesn't matter how many times you try to jump the Lunox, Carl TZ is always prepared sa kanyang paggamit ng kanyang ultimate to get out of the
Yes, and we're actually
situation.
back on our game, mga kaibigan. So, ano ba nangyari dun? Nag-initiate sila doon sa Lunox, pero medyo nakulangan ng oras, hindi agad nakapag-follow up yung Bren Esports, and actually, mabubuhay yung Lunox. So,
Lunox with 2 deaths and was able to survive that particular fight. While si Coco naman dito, the Leomord, having so much farm dead for Bren Esports. Yun nga lang, a 1-for-1 yung trade-off ng
yep.
turret, but the turtle was the first turtle was secured by Bren. But it seems like SGD will try to contest this second turtle. Kaya ba nila mabot? Hindi.
Oh, no. Pero Bren Esports will secure this one at a really nice move. Denying that turtle buff from SGD Omega. Tingnan natin dito. Heat will be very aggressive dito. They will spot out Coco, pero tingnan natin. Napakalikot!
Napakalikot nga naman. Coco already with a sprint. But, Heath not gonna catch up. Sakto. Dahil meron nga namang Phantom Steed. Kabisado naman ni Kuya Coco. Paano mag-space out away na dito sa ating show. Tinapol pa rin. Ayun na nga. Sinipa na. Wave the Dragon Committed. In comes the carry. Pero ang kunat.
Oh my goodness. Kulang na. Ito na ang response from SGD Omega. That burst damage from the Lunox. Gonna be taking down Coco. Napakagandang counter initiation. So, ayun lang yung pwede nilang gawin, no? Once na meron silang i-pick off or may ni-rotatean yung set, ang bilis ng respawn na ginagawa ng SGD Omega.
Exactly. It seems to me that Bren Esports wanna go for a kill dito sa may gitna. Pero sobrang kunat ng dalawang heroes dito. This is Cho, this is the Benedict. So much damage absorption mula sa SGD Omega. So I think that eventually Bren Esports will look into getting something like end this battle or any source of true damage para mabakbak nila yung mga members sa SGD.
Hindi natatakot yung carry na mag-isa.
Oo. Well, technically speaking, meron naman siya tulong ng show. Tapos nakikita naman niya yung mga heroes ng Bren Esports sa ibang lanes. But yeah, carry. And then after 7 minutes of farming,
Kaya na niya mag-isa. Look at his level 10. So napakataas. 8 minutes, almost 8 minutes, level 10. So kung makikita mo yung levels ng kabilang team, level 9 pa rin eh. I think pa 11 na nga ata tong carry.
Yeah. Carry is
Sobrang space ang nabibigay nila dito, and I think this will gonna pay off
definitely.
pagdating ng late game.
Carry, it's a very scary hero kapag nakaabot na siya ng higher levels. Like right now, 8 minutes pa lang, level 11 na yung carry mo. You will have the Phantom Step at high levels, which also means that mas powerful na siya, mas makatain. You also have a level 2 ultimate. Napakasakit ng kanyang damage dito. But now,
Actually, they will spot out the carry dito. Tingnan natin, Daedalus running out first life, pero medyo na-burst down siya dito. Ayun na.
Sprint versus sprint, of course, you will not outspeed the Leomord. And unfortunately for SGD Omega, they'll lose their carry for the first time this game.
Yeah. Pero at least, di ba, kahit pa paano, nabibigyan siya ng space na kailangan niya. So, pagdating ng late game, they can go 4v1 strategy. Poprotektahan lang nila dito si Kari. At meron din silang Lunox for additional damage.
Oh, jump mula kay Gwen, pero hindi enough para makapag-depensa. Hindi na makuha sila
Walang
sa kill.
follow-up. Yun na nga yung sinasabi natin. Once na nag-initiate yung isa sa kanila, kailangan andun agad.
Yeah. And actually, si Cho ay mapipitas ng Bren Esports from another side of the map. While onto the middle, mukhang merong konting push mula sa Bren Esports. A little bit of defense din mula sa SGD. May actually mukhang may full-blown clash na kaya na dito. And Benerick goes down. 4 members of Bren Esports taking down the tank of SGD Omega.
Actually, hindi ganun kataasan yung lamang ng Bren Esports dito. Pero kung hindi nila ma-maintain yung ganito na space, SGD can lose this game.
So many pick-ups mula sa Bren. Nakatatlo agad sila in just a matter of 2 minutes, I guess. Or 2 to 3 minutes. At pa-farm lang ng farm dito ang members ng Bren. Pero like you mentioned, hindi ganun kataas ang
Hindi
lamang.
ganun kataas eh. Pero, well, hindi pa rin natin kasi nakikita yung 5 versus 5 na clash. Nakasama nila yung carry. So, paisa-isa pa lang silang nag-pick off for now. Pero kung mangyari man na sumama na si carry, tapos talo pa rin sila, mahirap na, mahirap. Tingnan natin dito sa top lane. The Brock will spot out the carry. There's Yuji for the follow-up, the Kagura. Makakatakas pa siya dito with the sprint. At ito na ang follow-up from SGT Omega.
Actually, Jail the Luz will just recall back. Nahuli na dito si Heath. Follow up from the momentum. At in-try nila Phantom Stinger with nila Benerick with the ultimate. Para medyo kumulit sila ng konti. Next Aether na. Will he fall? Being chased up by Coco. Nice na mula kay Heath. Pero mukhang iatap pa rin siya dito. Wala na yata siyang takas. Eventually, will fall. Pero nandito na yung bida.
Yung carry, mga kaibigan.
Naku po,
He will
yapak na.
get another kill dito.
Kill number 1. That's the second.
So, 2 versus 1 trade-off.
Naku po, medyo tagilid para sa Bren Esports. They are being outmaneuvered around the map. SGD Omega, 2 kill. At rekta naman dito sa Lord, ang SGD Omega. Will take the Lord.
They will take the Lord uncontested dito since dalawa pa ang patay from Bren Esports. Ay na nga, so nice move from SGD Omega. Pwede silang makabawi kahit paano.
I think for SGD Omega, nakuha na nila dito yung kanilang sweet spot, the critical mass na they need. Alam mo, what does it mean to have this critical mass? Ito na yung time na alam mong kaya nang sumama. Battle ready na.
Battle ready na si Kari.
Si Kari. And of course, yung other members nila dito. We don't entirely know the items for both teams. But I could assume na may endless battle na dito sa Dale Dallas. Medyo matagal na rin. You have the Athena shield coming out from your Cho. As a tank Cho, maganda to initiate fights kasi sobrang daming damage mo rin matatangke. You have the immortality as well from Heath.
So, ayun na nga, sinasabi natin, battle ready na si Kari dito. Still depends pa rin kung paano nila initiate, kung paano nila gagawin yung strategy nila. Kasi kapag hindi pa rin nila na-maintain, ayun na nga, so mukhang magiging contradicting talaga yung sinasabi natin based dun sa performance din ng team. Kung paano nila i-execute yung draft nila dito.
Yeah. Aside from that, SGD Omega are looking at the macro scale of things. Hindi nila pupwersahin yung Lord na mag-push kasama yung Lord. Pinush na nila yung ibang lanes. They used the Lord to actually show the minion waves para makakuha sila ng mas maraming torrent. Kasi if sinamahan nila yung Lord dun sa may boto, mas lugi pa sila in terms of trade-off. Kasi at least this time, nakakuha sila ng 2 tier 2 turrets, even 3.
Kasi nag-commit sila dun sa kung nasan yung Lord eh.
Kasi yun yan, isa sa labas. Now, Rebo wants to defend, but they can't. Dahil nakakuha pa dito ng pangatlong torre si D Omega out of their Lord take. So, lahat na ng outer turrets ng Bren ay napatumpanan.
So, medyo malalockdown sila sa base nila dito. Pero kapag nanalo sila sa next clashes natin, kaya pa. 2K gold din for SGD Omega. So, ang mahirap lang dito kung paano sila makakapag-high ground since medyo malakas din yung yung defense ng Bren Esports.
I really like the discipline mo na kay Dale Dalus dito. Hindi siya nagpapakita dun sa mga tangke ng Bren Esports. Kung sakaling magpakita man siya sa mapa while showing dun sa may minion waves, SGD Omega are making it sure na meron nakabantay na mga paprotekta. Like for example, yung choke. Gwen actually misses the jump onto hit.
Oh no, this is not looking good. So hindi na nila pwedeng ipilit yun. Pero si Hayes, makakahuli siya ng tatlo dito. Nice combination from Bren Esports, taking down one.
Yung carry, nahuli nila doon. At Immortality.
Wala na silang damage dealer dito, pero Coco will go for the chase. Hit, running out for his life. Pero napakabilis dito ng Leomord natin. This might be a kill for Bren Esports again. So 2-man down.
Grabe, I think medyo na-mege tayo ng initiation mula doon sa Bren Esports. Hindi pala talaga yung Gwen yung main initiator. Si Hayes pa rin pala.
Si Hayes.
And I really like how Hayes abuses yung range ng Kufra. Kasi thing with Kufra is sobrang layo ng kanyang stun range. Tapos AoE pa yun.
Yun nga eh.
At hindi ka makikita ng kalaban mo. Your opponents will not see you coming. And Hayes played that perfectly well to their advantage.
So
Nahuli yung
mahirapan
carry.
yung SGT na magpunta sa backlines nila where Kufra is.
Exactly. Nakakuha pa sila ng tier 2 turret sa may gitna. And Hit will be responding in a matter of seconds. Kaso yung Gwen na masama.
My goodness. Napasama ang ating natin dito. Tatlong mahuhuli nila. They will go for the chase. Vivo, Hayes, and UG medyo delikado sila. But there's the Leomord on the sidelines.
Kaso masasaktan siya sa kanan dito. Benedict with the ultimate already. At yun, wala siya napatay. This is really bad para sa Bren Esports. Maling initiation mula dun sa Gwen na napunish ng SGD Omega. Quickly followed up by Coco jumping in against 5 members of SGD Omega.
Eto na, Lord is now up. This will be the next objective for SGD Omega. Now, once makuha nila to, kayang-kaya na nilang mag-high ground push. At this might go uncontested since dalawa pa rin ang patay from Bren Esports. Pero ito na, mukhang lalaban pa ata sila dito. Pero mabilis atang makuha ng SGD Omega itong Lord. Let's see, Vivo on the sidelines. Pipigilan na ata nila to.
Hindi na kaya.
Yeah.
Nakuha na yung Lord dito. That's the second Lord. Level 2 Lord. Secured by SGD Omega. Tapos back to their natural playstyle. Ang SGD Omega. Tamang farm lang. Kanina pa sila ng farm dito. And they're pretty content about this. Bibigyan nila ng farm yung Tamus. I think pretty much locked na yung carry natin. 16 minutes in. And then Tamus na yung next. Tapos with the Lunox. And when the Immortalities come in, well, meron na si Hit. Pero syempre mag-cooldown pa yan. Pag dumating na yung Immortality dito ng SGD Omega, problema na yung Bren Esports. Paano mo nasabi yun? Kasi Bren, sobrang dependent nila sa mga jumps. And in fairness, ang ganda naman ng mga jumps. However, kapag hindi nila napatay agad yung mga members na yun, hindi pa sila mananalo sa succeeding fights. And because of the presence of Immortality, lalo na sila ng mga problema dito.
Yep. Ito kadalasan pa medyo nagmi-miss yung jumps ng Bren Esports. So, medyo nasasayang ng konti. So, they will wait for another time na pwede ulit silang mag-initiate. Let's see. SGD Omega will push out all 3 links.
Gamit syempre Levi dito sa may bottom sa Mantala. 3 members dito sa gitna. Papunta dun sa baba. Tapos yung Lord na dun
Ito
sa
na, item show.
Yan,
Wait na naman. Item check.
Yeah, so tatlo na yung Immortality from SGD Omega.
SGD.
This is already a big problem for Bren Esports.
Aharangan ngayon ng Bren Esports. Pero yung side turrets nila, naku, binabanata na ng Lord. Yikes.
Siyempre yung hit.
Ito yung maganda kasi all 3 lanes na pupush out nila. So pwede lang nilang batayin ng konti yung Bren dito.
Yeah, but I really like how Bren is really an experienced team. Alam nila kung paano mag-defend sa basic rule of defending your base. Clear out the minion waves. Huwag lang kayong pakialam masyado sa hero. Huwag kayong magpapapitas. Yun lang yun. Pero the thing is, always look to clear the minion waves. That's the, sabihin na natin, defending 101 sa MN. Mas important sa defense, sa high ground defense, or any kind of turret defense, mas importante yung patayin yung minions.
Yung minion, kasi hindi rin basta-basta yung damage na binibigay ng minions eh. No? Kapag napabayaan mo lang sila ng konti, kaya nilang makakuha ng isang turret.
And more importantly, yung kanilang tackiness, ibig sabihin yung kung gaano karaming attacks yung nasusok ng mga minion waves. Talagang mapapatuma yung turret kasi yun yung ipofocus niya. And now all lanes are still being pushed by SGD Omega.
Ayun na nga eh. Pero as you can see, medyo nahihirapang mag-high ground push yung SGD Omega. They might as well wait for the level 3 Lord. What do you think?
I think so. Well, di nagpapatala yung SGD Omega. While yung Bren, sila yung gustong matapos agad yung laban. But already at this late game scenario, nakikita natin, lumalamang talaga yung composition na merong marksman.
Yep.
Sobrang layo ng lamang nila dito.
Kasi meron silang reliable damage. So,
Exactly.
what they can do is talagang protektahan nila yung carry.
Very easily, SGD Omega are defending their carry. Lagi may bantay. Kumbaga, lagi may bodyguard. Kung saan mapupunta yung carry. Tamang
Pero at least, no, talaga nakakapag-defend pa rin yung Bren Esports kahit na medyo lockdown sila sa loob ng base nila. At nakakalabas pa rin sila kahit paano,
Kaya kasi Bren Esports ay isang team na alam kung paano mag-defense talaga. I mean, sobrang evident sa game natin ngayon. Alam nila kung paano pigilan ang push ng kalaban.
Yup. Eto na. Nagkakagirian na sila dito. But resurrecting to be used.
By the Bellery. Tapos SGD Omega instant back lang. The moment they knew. Kaso ito, mga habulin yata. Ang ganda kata kay Levi.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice grab block. Inahabol pa rin dito. Tapos,
Block. Pero makakatakbo
Ang
pa
ganda
ata
talon.
dito ang SGD. So, they can go for a safer play. Pero mukhang naihipit siya dito. Bren Esports will just choose to disengage on this one. Medyo mistakes were made.
actually si Pay napa-flicker doon para lang makalayo. I guess, for Bren Esports, at least they survived that storm. For SGD Omega, kailangan nila din makakuha ng pitas dito before they start the Lord.
Yeah. Ito na nga yung sinasabi natin, but I think Bren Esports, kaya nilang i-contest to kahit pa paano. But look at the Tamos on the top lane, talagang nagpupush siya ng lane. So this might be 4v4 clash anytime soon. No, mukhang takot sila parehas mag-lord no?
Yeah, it's
One wrong initiation, they might cost the game.
actually, now I wanna go for Bane.
Oh
Saktan!
my goodness, saktan!
Ikat pa, buti na meron siyang Winter Truncheon. Survive. Also, has got the immortality. Definitely safe. And now, nice grab block ulit. Mukhang magkaroon yata dito sa gitna. Nako, nahuli. May nahuli dito, that's Bane. With the immortality pa rin. With the dragon. At yun, patay for the first
One more
time.
hit na nga lang, but hindi pa mamamatay, makakaligtas pa
Di
ata
ba?
dito si Fane. Ligtas nga, hindi siya mamamatay
Buhay.
dito, pero babalik pa ata siya.
Ako po, bakit ka pa lumaban?
Hindi, meron siyang immortality dito, pero
Yun na,
patay
yung
pa rin yung
carry.
Guinevere natin. Divo, low on health, pero walang pumapansin sa kanya.
So much damage coming out of the carry.
Bren Esports, 2-man down.
Sobrang bilis nila mapatong may Toro dito. For sure, nakita nyo naman.
Pwede ba na na-recta ito?
Kung gaano kalakas, kung gaano ka gumuguhin dito yung damage si Kari. Na Benedict with the ultimate. At ito na labas sila. Nahuli pa na si Ribo. Kailangan niyang mag-back. Gandang hatang mula dito kay Coco. But not enough.
Wala
SGD
din silang
Omega.
minions.
Yes, they will hold for a while.
Pero yung side lanes nila, medyo naka-push out ng konti. So, napabayaan nila because of that flash. The Bren Esports, they can defend their base for a while.
Yeah, fortunately para sa SGD Omega. I mean for Bren. Naka-push out yung kanilang dalawang side lanes. Kaya hindi totally nakatulak yung SGD Omega. But it's still an inhibitor down sa win.
Yep. Ikaw ba, sa tingin mo, ano yung win condition ng Bren Esports dito?
Good jumps.
Good jumps lang.
Yun talaga. Kasi kaso, ang laking problema na nung immortality ngayon. Kasi, ang ganda talaga ng simula, ang ganda ng way ng initiation ng Bren Esports. And if they catch SGD Omega off guard, they can fight for sure. Unfortunately, yung itemization ng SGD Omega
On point.
Immortality rushed by their players meant that the jumps from Bren Esports would be super ineffective. Kaya nakikita nyo ngayon ang
Actually,
mga
ito na,
items.
Lord. Ito na ang next objective for both of the teams. Sisimula na ng SGD Omega, pero Bren Esports nandito na sila sa may gilid. Nahuli nga ata si Kari. They need to help this one. Ito yung kanilang priority hero dito.
Immortality pop, Bellerin, pinag-ulti na rin dito. Dale Talus, nakapa dito ni Payne. Pero buhay na buhay pa rin dahil sa tulong ng Bellerin. Actually, that is
Hiwalay,
haste
yung clash dito.
Masyado na iwalay ngayong laban. Kag goes down.
Yep.
At buhay pa rin si Kari. Hindi na. Finally goes down.
Finally goes down the carry. Pero mukhang kaya patang lumaban ng SGD Omega dito. Hayes will be bursted down. Pero he has the immortality, so mabubuhay siyang muli.
Oh, nice 3-man knock-up dito. But way too short. Not much damage. It goes sa Miller with the ultimate for the second time around. Immortality pump para doon sa ating Cho. At ito na nga damage no Tamos. Sobrang sakit. Lunox actually gets the kill.
Not just the Tamos.
And
Pansinin din
they'll get
natin
the
yung
second
Lunox.
one. Exactly.
Ayun na nga, 4-man down for Bren Esports. Actually, that's a wipe out, no?
Definitely.
Kakabuhay lang ni Pain.
Oh, so they know exactly dahil ito na, masakit na nga yung mga...
Oh, hindi na nila kailangan mag-lord.
Exactly, they have
Pwede
the
na silang
damage.
rumekta dito.
And there's no way to defend. Kahit si Pain, meron siyang
30
ulti pero wala siyang
seconds,
magagawa.
napakatagal pa dito. Pain tamang
Winnie of the
ginugulo lang
Dragon.
nila. Pero that's it, SGD will secure the first game of this last series para sa ating MPL Season 3. Napakaganda. Disiplina from SGD Omega. So, can you share us yung points mo, mga thoughts mo dito sa game natin?
So, Bren Esports, meron silang distinct advantage laban sa SGT, which is yung kanilang mga initiation or tinatawag nating jumps mula dun sa, kay Pain and kay Hayes. And with all fairness, Hayes and Pain dun sa early game, ang ganda ng kanilang pinakita na kanilang initiations, even kay Lunox, even kay Tamos. But thing is, hindi sila nag-focus kay Kari. And Kari, really, masyado na siyang lumaki dito. Masyado siya napag-farm.
Nag-payoff din yung pag-baby nila dun sa marksman nila.
Also yan, having that distinct advantage for Bren, ang sabi dito ng SGT, tanggalin natin yung advantage nila. So lagi lang nakaharap sa lane is yung Lunox na mahirap patayin, yung Thamus na mahirap patayin, and also yung fact na nag-immortality agad dito yung mga members ng SGT. Kasi ang way mo para itemization, ang way mo para pigilan yung mga lineup na magaling mag-initiate is, sige, hayaan mo sila mag-initiate, pero i-survive mo yung initiation nila. Kasi after the initiation, coming out from Bren Esports, wala na
silang ibabato.
Ibabato, kumbaga. So after the immortality, they don't have anything else.
Ayun.
Meron silang Kagura, pero the thing is, pag nagpakita na yung Kagura, pwede na siyang patayin. Well, this is actually a fight that almost went in favor of Bren, but surprisingly, nagkaroon pa ng 4v4 trade. Tapos, after that, SGD Omega played really well on protecting this carry. I think this is the only death from the carry na masasabi nating blunder. But apart from that, SGD Omega really played well around the carry.
Yes, I think
Ito, ganda nito initiation.
kung i-maintain nila yung ganitong playstyle, kaya nilang i-2-0 tong Bren Esports.
Definitely. We did mention about the jump. That previous highlight you saw was Bren Esports baiting out si Pain. Nakala nila yun ang initiation, pero nandun pa si Kufra. Eto, masabi natin na maling talon coming out of Bren Esports.
Actually, marami din no? Maling talon yung Bren.
Yeah, definitely. This one, diba? Kanina. I think ang idea nila dito is use yung Grok. Tapos, yung talon muna, tapos talon ni Gwen, tapos yung Grok block. Unfortunately, yung barrier ay hindi tama yung timing. So, parang yung pagkagamit ng barrier ni Grok, na-push pa palalim yung Gwen pagkatalon niya. Diba? Tumalon na yung Gwen.